Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Star Allies. Happy first anniversary, Kirby Star Allies! Shush shush! In the last episode, we got to the middle way of level 5 for Guest Star Allies Go. And today, we're pretty much just gonna go and finish it off. But first, we're gonna say hi. So say hi to the adorable Wester and Plug and Broom Hatter and I guess Marks. Maybe Marks. Shush, shush, shush. And look at that. Nesp got in a train. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Gotta be real there. Alright then. So, there's not too many characters we're gonna be playing with for this edition of Guest Star Allies Go. Partially because I already kind of determined a few of them, and also partially because during the week of, during actually a few weeks, it was the end of February into the very first week of March of 2019, I did a poll on Twitter, which I think some of you did participate in. If you didn't, my apologies. But it was to see who everyone thought was the best guest star, and by guest star, it meant not Dream Friends. And so that tournament came to a conclusion, or tournament, kind of. It was polled in a very different way. Future me, if you want to bring up the full bracket, you can. But suffice to say, we'll get to see the winners, and I'll tell you when. Jim's not one of them, sorry to say, but he was already in my notes to just go for this area, so shush shush. And I like that we get to hear the Planet Mystine music back again. It's so cool. Fun little trivia. And, I'm not sure if this is even still possible, but before Update 3, before it became version 3.0 with the second second wave of Dream Friends, there was actually a bunch of other areas you would go to before you got to this point. And they were removed after the 3.0 update. I'm not 100% sure if they're fully removed, because they do reference another level. However, I think that might be they might not show up for reasons as to why they don't reference another level. Also, it made the level 5 extremely long, so I think that was probably a good idea. Still, if you don't have a game that's updated to version 2.0, or 3.0, excuse me, you will probably still get to see those areas, and you'll also get to see a lot of, there's a lot of cutting and rearranging that they did for this mode. But when the second wave of Dream Friends released, and my apologies, I have a really bad tendency to stutter, if you haven't noticed. But there are some areas like in Jumbastion that were cut, so there are some areas that were added. So it's a very different experience if you're to play this in either the 1.0, the initial game's released version, or the 2.0, when they had done the, 3.0, sorry. Or, yeah, the 2.0. 2.0, because 3.0 is when they changed it, and 2.0 was still the same, because that was just the release of the Wave 1 Dream Friends, and I'm getting all my things messed up and discombobulated as I'm trying to think about them. And hi, Planet Frostduck, it was nice to see you, bye. Shush, shush, shush. I do like that they start you out on this friend train at the very beginning of the stage now, because it is kind of this nice, homage to the friends we made along the way, which is quite literally this game. I know everyone jokes about the real thing was the friends you made along the way, but I mean, that's literally what this game is. So yeah, so if you were to somehow not have the game update to either 3.0 or 4.0, you would have a very different experience here, which is interesting. It's also why it took me so long to even get to this mode in the first place, because I was starting to do my little, reconciliation of all the areas. But because that changed with version 3.0, I had to start all over. And yeah, so that is one of the final upgrades we'll be getting. It's an all upgrade. I don't think there's any other upgrades we'll be getting except for one, and we'll see that when we get there. But for now, Jim's gonna headbang. He's just having a good time. Having a good time, and Marks, you creeped me out there, buddy. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. It's totem time. I don't think this is going to work out the way I want it to. Yeah. It's alright. So, after that, it's pretty much now just the last stage. Here is Jabandra Base. And, actually, we have Jim in the party, so a little continuity there. But Beatley, right here, was actually rank number 2 for overall fan input of Best Helper, Best Guest Star. So congratulations, Beatley. We're seeing a bit of him now, just because I'm proud that he got number 2. I like him a lot. I was actually very happy that in how the brackets went, that we got a new, as I quote-unquote called them, Kumazaki enemy in one of the Final 4. So we'll be seeing all the Final 4s, so that'll be fun. Also, I start getting a bit silly. We're disposing of those dream friends. We don't need them. We don't need them. I guess we need Jim, but we don't need them. Yeah, this area is, I initially thought, what happens if I don't go past this? Because this area is just all these rising walls, and I didn't realize there's that big giant one that can crush everybody. So, good job me. But it's fine. Beatley can handle it. And if you haven't been keeping track, as I said in the last episode, we are not keeping any of the upgrades that we get along the way. We're purposely keeping it so they have the least amount of health, the least amount of attack, and the least amount of speed. And that is for a specific reason, and we'll get to that. But for now, Beatley's just gonna stand here and wonder and ponder about life without friends. Because they said there's the friends we made along the way, and then we just got rid of them. So, oops. I'm sure it'll be fine. Beatley can handle this. Beatley is pretty dang amazing. Hey, look, Poppy Bros Jr. He's adorable. Oh, no, we're gonna friend the bomb. Let's friend the bomb instead. I do like this, this final level and its final boss level, because it really shows you almost all the different characters that you could friend in the game. And it is kind of a nice, like, reprise of all of them. So it's like you can really build the team you really want outside of mini-bosses, pretty much. But that's okay, you can never friend Mr. Frosty anywho, so he just turns into chili. I really want to know what these grunt enemy names are. Future me, if you want to look that up, that'd be great, but I know that we're on a bit of a timetable today, so don't worry about it too much. At least we got rid of the bombers. I kind of like the design in this game better than Smash. I think I've probably been on this before, but like something visually about Star Allies itself really speaks to me that doesn't really speak to me of any other Switch game as of yet. Breath of the Wild probably comes close though. Breath of the Wild's a really cool looking game. Also, Beatley, don't fall off. Don't fall off. Defeat the Two-Face. Get out of here. Get out of here. Beatley, if you're about to jump off, I was gonna be very, very concerned. Okay, I think I'm trying to find hidden rooms that don't exist. Yeah, I don't... Beatley? Beatley, you're on a fool's errand. You're on a fool's errand over a fool's pit. And that Poppy Rose Jr. is really, really dang upset about having to jump a lot. He has to do a lot of Geppo. And he's not happy about it. Actually, he looks very happy about it, but, you know, we're gonna say he's not happy about it. Hello, Kawasaki! And hello, Nesp. We're not gonna get Nesp, I think. He's gone now. I'm sorry. Look at Jabberjab, though. Yeah, Jabberjab! Kawasaki, actually, was number 3 in the overall tournament poll. So congratulations to Chef Kawasaki for making it that high. He actually he was grouped initially in the category of mini-bosses, along with Bugsy... no, what Bugsy? Well, Bonkers, at least. Yeah, Bonkers and Bugsy. And he rose to the top, so I guess Chef Kawasaki is really popular. So, congrats to Chef Kawasaki for making it number 3rd. Number 3? Making it 3rd? Whatever. Anyways, we do have to use the friends we met along the way here because of the spinning and stuff. So, that'll go over just fine. Just gonna plow through some guys. No problemo. And if you want to get... Okay, right. Okay, no. There were still a few more upgrades. I was crazy. So there's one right here for health, which I think Jammer Jab is going to touch for us. Thank you, Jammer Jab. There's this door right here, which will go to the next area. There's also the door that we passed by. They go to the same area, so it does not matter if you got the friend circle thing or not. It just really means if you wanted the upgrade. That's about it. And unfortunately, we can't go back, so Chef Kawasaki is going to be rude and use his full body weight on top of Riku and Kine. And then have a Rickroll. Because Kawasaki is never going to give up something or other. I don't know what, but he's never going to give it up. Uh-oh, totem time? Totem time. Totem time. Totem time. Yeah! Totem time. You show him. You show him that totem time. Also, I like that his hat does not count as part of his hitbox. That would be silly, but still. It was like, hey, Kawasaki, how's your hat work? Does it just go through everything? I don't know. Alright, everybody, in the pot. In the pot. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay. And one last time, a supper party for everybody, for all this food that we don't really need. But you know what? We're gonna eat it anyways because we can. I don't want the hot dog. Rick gets the hot dog. Yay! Okay, that sounds good. We'll go to the next area. It's kind of weird. They do pretty much put you through a lot of these friend areas where they want you to have 4 friends, except the beginning of Jumanji Base, which was kind of silly. Oh, well, I wanted that Friend King deity. Why you gotta be rude like that? Why you gotta be rude? Poppy Bros Jr. also ranked pretty high in the Guest Star Ally tournaments. He ranked number 4, so congratulations to Poppy Bros Jr. I actually really love Poppy Bros Jr. From a design perspective, from an ability perspective, especially in this game where the bombs can be so versatile. Something about him is just really adorable, and I love that he's been around for so long. Like, he's been around technically since Kirby's Dream Land 1, which is great. But Poppy Bros Jr. did not get the ability to throw bombs, I think, until Superstar. I could be wrong on that entirely, so my apologies if so. Unfortunately, we don't really need to do much of that. We need to do a lot more of jumping around. But hey, at least we got a Waddle Dee to round out the Kirby 64 characters. We can't have Kirby right now, but at least we can have Waddle Dee and DDD and Ribbon and Adeline. Man, I love all these characters. They're so cute. Oh, gosh. So there is at least one more upgrade. I think 2 upgrades, actually. One from this chest right there, a speed. And one from that chest right there, an attack. If we had been collecting all the upgrades properly, we should have max attack by now and max speed. We'll be missing 1 health. This is actually where 5-2 would end. This is where Jumanji Base ends. However, there is a secret room, which I was told about, like, way too late when I was first doing the initial recording of this game. If I had known about it, I would have gone here instead. The secret room, basically, you don't need to go there, but it's a cool little feature. So we're gonna go check it out, because you know me and my secrets. I like them. And I also do like that the door, that it does show you that this is a door if you hover over it for long enough. Hey, Jammer Jab, how's it going? Did you rank high in the poll? I actually don't think you did. I'm sorry, Jammer Jab. Shush, shush, shush. But that's okay. We got one of my favorite characters, Nesp. Magalor's here too, and of course I love DDD. And this is a HAL room. There are at least 3 HAL rooms in the game. Only one of them is accessible in Guest Star Allies. So this is the one that's accessible in Guest Star Allies. We have all these blocks here. We can destroy them. Make it say kind of PAL if you don't think too hard on it. The nice thing about this particular area is that it has all 4 new abilities that were introduced in Star Allies. So Artist, Spider, Staff or Stick, and Festival. Granted, Festival is not one you can make a friend out of, which is sad. I would like that. But hey, at least we get to see all the new characters, and we get to hear the original Kirby's Dream Land, the title music. I feel again that this game was purposely made as the 25th capstone anniversary game for Kirby during his 25th anniversary. He's going on 26 or 27 soon now. And the nice thing about this particular area is that it has 1 of attack, speed, and health. So technically speaking, if you had been going normally, you could get your extra health right here, and also have leftovers for speed and attack that you definitely didn't need. Oh, and I guess we're getting rid of, some characters. Bye. It's time to party with the new abilities, yeah! Spider, and Jammer Jab, and Vivaria. And, I mean, Como is the name of the character. Spider's the name of the ability. Yep. Shush. But I think it's time for us to move on. 5-2 ends here, but there is one more area, or one more section of level 5 to go, which is 5-3. It's not very long, so we're just going to continue on into it. So let's go to that next stage. I can wait. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just be over here, waiting. Should have planned this out better. Shush. There we go. So now, we are at the Divine Terminus. We have Poppy Bros Jr. back in the lead again. As I said before, he won place number 4 in the overall tournament, so that's why he gets to be in this area. Be careful here, because there's a lot of problems that can happen like that. Okay, well. Alright, D.A.D., it's you and Poppy Bros Jr. and this Jammer Jab we just got. Let's see if that all works out nicely. Honestly, this area is not too bad if you're playing as a human-controlled player, but for the AIs, this is like one of the few areas where the AIs can just, like, do that a lot. Because they try to follow you, and if they're not following you all the way, they just kind of, they get stuck. And that's always a fun time, you know? And hey, Dribbly. Haven't seen Dribbly in a while. Let's give her a round of applause. She's adorable too. I mean, all these friends are adorable. I mean, let's be real here. Even some of them, like Bugsy and Bonkers in their own way, can also be adorable. Parasol D, as we know, pretty dang adorable. And I'm gonna kill myself for saying this word so many times when I have to get to editing. But it's fine. It's fine, I'm sure. And Birdon, did you win anything? Did you get high in the poll? Actually, you didn't, because what happened with the... Birdon was in a category with Sir Kibble and Blade Knight, and Birdon and Blade Knight kept tying. They tied twice, so I just went, you know what? No, none of you win. And that's exactly what I did to them. And I guess Poppy Rose Jr. is just a stone-cold killer now. That is the face of mercy. That is the face of... Wow, why'd you do that? Hey, Chef Kawasaki, nice to see you again. As stated before, you were going to cook a hamster for some reason. Don't do that, please. But he was number 3 in the overall ranking for that tournament of Best Guest Star. And so now he gets to shine a little bit in this section of the Divine Terminus. And I think we're going to get Biospark regardless, so there's Biospark. But I do like that there's this consistent theme, somewhat, of keeping some of the other contestants, the other, like, top 4. We still have Heavy Rose Jr. with us, the crazy little dude who... Well, I guess Biospark's gone now, that's fine. Beatley was supposed to go there anyways, man. You know? But hey, let's get Sir Kibble. Yeah, Sir Kibble. Nah, I don't want Sir Kibble. Let's get Plug. Shh. And right here, this is the last hidden room of the entire Guest Star Allies playthrough. This does have an upgrade in it, but if you went to the hidden area, the Hail Room in Jabanja Base, this is actually kind of pointless, because this is just to get that one health upgrade that you're missing. But hey, here it is, in case you didn't know about the Hail Room. And all you gotta do is just time that nicely, and then bring the key to the door. You cannot dodge this. You're going to touch that no matter what. And there you go. You have the max health. You technically would have the max health if it wasn't for the fact that we're trying to not have any upgrades going into the final gauntlet here. But that's okay. Kawasaki was number 3. It's not like he has to do anything after this. I love Kawasaki's waddle of the walk and his his pudginess when he like crouches and stuff. And what'll do, yeah! Yeah, who cares about Dream Friends? I care about Dream Friends a lot. And now we got Rocky, and I guess Knuckle Joe. Yeah, let's bring Knuckle Joe. Who cares, man? Who cares? Okay, we're just getting rid of that Knuckle Joe. Green-haired Knuckle Joe. I don't think we've seen that a lot. Nesp, buddy! Nesp, I love you. You totally won the tournament because you're my favorite. I think. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, he totally did. He won it all. All of it. They're all dead. So I guess Pop Rose Jr. isn't the only cold-blooded murderer here. Kawasaki is... He's not even game for ingredients. He's just letting them get crushed. Kawasaki, why? Kawasaki, why? Face of evil right there. Face of evil. Alright, Beatley and Nesp. Beatley got number 2. So he's here to bring his crew atop the stars of the staircase that may go to Mars. I'm a nutcase. So here we go. This is actually, this is all serious for us. This is a nice staircase. But if you actually drop down here, there's this fun little bit of hearts or star pieces. I assumed there is like a hidden room right there, but nope. So it's just here. And since Kawasaki got to do a lot of cool stuff, we're just gonna have Beatley fly for a long time. Beatley, unlike the other two, cannot be a cold-blooded murderer here, so I think everything will be fine. So all the Beatleys and Nesp are and Nesp is flying. Yee. I like Nesp a lot. Okay, Nesp is really cool. And I almost fell off the stage for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Shush. Look at all the Beatleys. I love all the different colors that the characters can be. They all look really neat. Very, very neat. So then, if you're wondering who did win the poll, well, you're about to find out after I throw this Beatley with this other Beatley into another Beatley. Beatley tripleception. Yeah, there we go. I thought you could throw all at once. Haven't been able to do that in a while, so. Okay. Wait, why did I go? How did I get down there? Alright, whatever. The winner of the poll was actually by a kind of a landslide when it got down to the final 4. So it went as a tournament bracket would go. And then the final 4 were Pop Rose Jr. in 4th, Kawasaki in 3rd, and Beatley in 2nd. And Beatley had to tearfully say goodbye to all of his friends. He wasn't very happy about that, but you know, now he'll just go be lonesome in a corner. And number 1 is who we'll be using for the rest of the playthrough. And as you've noticed, we have not gotten any upgrades, and that is completely on purpose. So without further ado, Beatley, go reveal the winner of the Star Allies, the Best Guest Star Ally Go poll. Please. Pretty please? Ah, whatever. So the winner was Parasol Waddle Dee. Parasol Waddle Dee will be the character we'll be using for the rest of the playthrough. And as you see, I've also constructed a team here, using the top character, 2nd place, 3rd place, and 4th place. So this is going to be our team going in to the final bosses of Guest Star Allies Go. And if you didn't have enough friends, you could get some more right here. Most of the ones that I wanted weren't ones you could just friend heart here, so I had to purposely seek these guys out. But I'm sure it'll be a fun time, and Kawasaki now has his food to go for us. So I think it's time for us to go and see what's happening here at the Divine Terminus. You guys ready? I'm ready. I'm Parasol Waddle Dee. So, starting off, we have Zan Partisan, the rematch. One of the nice things about having Parasol LD is that you have that Chumbrella, which makes her a nice defensive maneuver against quite a few attacks. Unfortunately, a lot of Zan Partisan's attacks do kind of go through that. And it's actually very helpful that we did get Kawasaki as one of the top 4, because that way we have his cooking ability, so we can actually get some health here and there. The Zan Partisan fight actually gets pretty crazy if you're not with a lot of health, and if you have to be very careful and selective about how you attack. Luckily, having 4 characters with you does help quite a bit. Beatley is really good. I cannot stress this enough. He's super cool. But luckily, with Parasol LD, what we can do is we can do a little bit of chip damage here and there with just the Chumbrella itself, because Zan Partisan does tend to stand or stay in place for a lot of the attacks that she prepares. And also, we can just do this. That's pretty dang silly. The AIs aren't as familiar with what to do for that situation, but it's fine. Additionally, having a boss that brings a lot of stars down is very helpful for Parasol LD, because that way you can do a circus throw. You're going to bring this up here, so that way... Yeah, see, I was going to see if I can block those electric balls. Unfortunately, Parasol LD cannot do that with Chumbrella. Chumbrella, I think, is very selective on what it can and cannot block. And there goes Beatley. Where's Poppy Rose? Okay, there he is. And unfortunately, the one thing about the circus throw is that while it's very nice, you also have to make sure that A, another character's not going to use them, like Chef Kawasaki did here, and B, that you can actually throw them into the character you want to hit. And so because Zan Partisan likes to warp all over the stage, she's a bit harder to do with those. Or harder to hit with those, rather. But when they do hit, they're actually very powerful attacks. So never doubt that circus throw. I also like to get that we're getting to hear the full version of the Zan Partisan battle song. It's a really good battle theme, in my opinion. A lot of the music in this game is great. I mean, I bought the soundtrack and everything, so I should know. Shush, shush. But if we just get one more hit on her, which was just going up to her and just saying, hey, book, with the parasol, we'll then move on to our next boss in this gauntlet, which is Lord Hyness, Phase 1. The Officiant of Doom, as he is. And because we're already into another boss, guess what? Bye, Poppy Bros Jr. We're only using the top 3 now. So we won't have those extra bombs, and we're going to have fewer characters to attack. This will make things a bit more hectic, but maybe a little more fun too. Shush, shush. This is also why I picked up no upgrades, because I wanted to take these bosses on in the most, like, rawest form, like in the most difficult version I can imagine. Just for the heck of it, because I figured that would be fun. Luckily, we still have Kawasaki, because Kawasaki got 3rd. If Kawasaki got 4th, that would suck, but oh well. We can all get in the pot here, except Beatley, who was trying to get in the pot. Get some food for ourselves. Watch out for Hyness' ice attacks. Those actually take up quite a bit of the screen. As you can see, every time I get near a star, I'm trying to do a circus throw with Parasol LD, but sometimes it doesn't work out as best as I want. Sometimes they're fading away too fast. And sometimes... Oh, that one hit. Okay, never mind. I was going to say sometimes they don't hit at all. But actually, I'm doing pretty good with those. And once again, Beatley... You notice the trend of Beatley. Beatley likes to get in the last hit. I don't know why, but I think Beatley wanted to be number 1. Shush, shush. Alright, it's Lord Hyness Phase 2 with the crazy violin. And Shigeru Chiba doing his crazy voices. Oh wow, I didn't realize how close those got to, how close he could throw the Mage Sisters. So be very careful about some of these attacks like that. That's dangerous. Nice thing about Parasol LD is that dash attack he has is really cool and works out very great for him. Because when Hyness is doing these batter up with the Mage Sisters, he tends to stay in one direction unless he's turning around to do that final swing. So you can just easily just dash through him with a dash attack and get some damage on him too. Alright, and we gotta be a bit careful. Let's throw that. Alright, Beatley's down for the count again. Beatley, while strong and very good at getting hits on, is also very gun-ho for his AI, so his AI will probably be like, hey, guess what I want to do? And then realize that maybe that wasn't a good idea. Shush, shush. I think we're on to the second phase of Hyness in just a moment. Get that hot dog first, though. There we go. So second phase of Hyness is a bit more hectic because of the attacks that Hyness does, like doing their own friend circle, which makes it hard to get some damage on them. Luckily, thanks to Chumbrella, we can get some chip damage there. But with them rolling around like this, it's hard to really hit them, because again, only Hyness is vulnerable. So that you just went over them. That didn't matter if it went through or not, it just went over them. But if it went through them, it would have probably hit one of the Mage Sisters, in which case, then Hyness wouldn't be affected. You want to damage Hyness. Alright, so with that, Hyness is going to be dazed, so is staying as close away from one of the Mage Sisters so they don't accidentally shock or freeze or burn you. Get some damage on Hyness before he goes to his next attack. This attack is probably the meanest because he is invulnerable unless he comes out of his shield of the Mage Sisters, which makes me wonder how strong the Mage Sisters are, but also is annoying because he tends to stay kind of low to the ground, so you want to move around decently enough so that you don't have to worry about him just going down and crushing you with the stone corpses of the Mage Sisters, which is very, very rude. But I think this is going to end him off. There we go. Alright, so we'll get our food and everything. And heck, you know what? That's it. We're going to heal up. Parasol D did a great job. Got some good partners with Beatley and Chef Kawasaki. And that's our final dance. So you know what? It's time for the credits. That was really fast credits. But thank you all so much for watching. Let's play Kirby Star Allies, Guest Star Allies Go. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you liked what you see, please consider subscribing, please consider liking, and... Right. So Hyness is trying to summon something this time. He wasn't actually trying to complete the Dark Heart. He was trying to summon... an old favorite. The strongest warrior in the galaxy, the Temporal Warrior, Galactonites. And this is where I'd go to read his boss description. But, there's a butterfly here. Okay, Galactonite's dead. I guess. No, not really. Say hello to a new boss to the Kirby series. The reborn butterfly, Morphonites. On the Day of Judgment, this fluttery fiend will fly into action, brought into existence by the greatest warrior in the galaxy, and reborn as a knight of doom through the years of adversary, now begins an epic battle with a pure being twisted by a dark past. Morphonite's fun, because he's actually one of the original designs that they're going to use for Meta Knight way back in the days of Kirby's Adventure. So, a very, very cool callback here. Again, that's why I consider this game to be the Kirby's 25th anniversary game, with all the little fun callbacks that they do. And we haven't even gotten to the Dream Friends yet in full capacity. But also, another boss, so you know what that means. Time to get rid of number 3. It's just Beatley and Parasol Waddle Dee for this. Morphonite is basically a crazier version of Meta Knight, from the Meta Knight fight. It's not too different until it gets to the second phase, but you notice like a lot of his animations are similar to Meta Knight's. He also tends to do a lot more like beam swords and whatnot, and he does have like a few new attacks like these fireballs of death. But like he has that battle stance, same as Meta Knight. And a lot of his attacks are just very, very powerful. So this is actually pretty much why they want you to have the upgrades, because Morphonite can be actually very difficult if you don't have the right tools for the job. And unfortunately, I do not, so, Parasol Waddle Dee, you brought Parasol to a sword fight. I don't know what you're expecting. Luckily, however, if you do fail to Morphonite, you can just start right back here, get some more friends if you lost them along the way, and then just go right back into the fight with Morphonite himself. If you were to lose to Hyness, you would actually start back at Zampowerzan, I'm pretty dang sure. But at least if you lose to Morpho Knight, you just start back here. So not the worst thing in the world. Let's try something better this time, though. Alright? I do like Morpho Knight's design. I kind of like that initially, because a lot of us as Kirby fans saw the beta Meta Knight design a while ago from a Kirby art book. But for a lot of us, we kind of thought, oh, okay, that looks silly. That doesn't look like Meta Knight, because Meta Knight we kind of assume is like this cool and somewhat sinister looking like character. And it's kind of interesting how they made Morpho Knight the more sinister looking character by using the sillier, the proposed sillier design. Additionally, if you notice from the music, it's kind of it's a special remix of how the Meta Knight battle theme from Superstar and Planet Robot would be. Which is also kind of explaining why Meta Knight got his own new battle theme in this game, which I personally prefer anyways, so I'm fine with it, because this is actually a pretty sinister theme. Yeah, it's not the Galactonite's battle music, which I do actually enjoy, but I think this is a very good one. It's very subdued in just how, like, sinister it is. And let's not have that happen again. Let's not have him do the slice and dice. With a lot of those attacks, you're noticing, like, it's Meta Knight-like attacks, but, like, he'll have an extra teleport in there or something. But here's where we get into the more, Morpho Knight exclusive attacks, like giant swords. Which I guess is kind of fitting, because Kumazaki and the first Kumazaki directed game that wasn't a remake was Return to Dreamland, and Return to Dreamland kind of was what the Kirby GameCube game ended up becoming, and this game is kind of more of a realization of what the Kirby GameCube game was going to be. So, Ultra Sword, I guess. Morpho Knight does make these waves. These waves are dangerous as heck. Luckily, Beatley has a lot of invincibility frames when he's doing some of his attacks, so it works out very nicely for him. But those waves that he does, those are, they're unfriend waves, essentially. If you can think back to when we're fighting Void Termina in its second or fourth phase, Void Termina can make those little waves, or make those little puddles, that ripples across the screen, that would turn your friends against you. Morpho Knight can do that too, and he does it a lot when he gets that to attack, when he gets to do that attack pattern. So you gotta be very careful during that, because it's easy for you to hit your own friends, and then have them just teeter out very quickly. Here's the tornado. It's nice that he has it. I do like the use of it going through the background, because then it kind of throws you off a little bit, like, wait, where's it coming, where's it going? Okay, no, alright, well, it's fine. We're doing okay. So, the key here is to be very defensive, and keep Beatley alive, essentially. If I didn't have Beatley here, I don't know how this would have gone. I think I would have probably died a lot. I'm not as proficient with Parasol LD compared to other characters, so I think this is actually kind of a fun challenge for myself as well. Just to do this fight with no upgrades, and with a character I'm not very used to playing. Alright, so after he does the big swords, that's what he does. Well, no, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. There we go, the wave. So yeah, if anyone touches that, if they're an AI, I actually don't know how that goes in multiplayer, but if they're an AI, boom, they're not your friend anymore, you have to refriend them. And also, Beatley, thank you again for stealing the spotlight and getting the last hit. Shush. It's fine. I like Beatley a lot, so it all works out. Alright then. That officially does it for Guest Star Allies. After you beat the entire mode, you'll get to a congratulations screen right here, and it'll tell you your total time, what your best time was if you did a best time previously. You can also go and view your individual time for every single level. But first, of course, we have puzzles to look at. Okay, puzzle 1, not plural. That's fine. And as you can see, some of these times are better, like the first 3 levels, but some of them are much worse, so, oops. Still, only about a 7-minute difference, or, yeah, only about a 7-minute difference. That's not too bad, I would hope. But then you go and hit quit, and then you're done with that, and then you get to see the bonus credits. There's 2 credit sequences in Kirby Star Allies that I know of. Maybe there's a third one I don't know of yet. The first one is the one that we saw at the end of the story mode, and the one that we get to see next is the one at the end of Guest Star Allies. And here, it's another similar thing where you can go and beat up enemies to get some points. I'm not going to bother with that as much with Parasol D, because I'd rather go and see all the cute little screenshots that they took for you up in the upper right-hand corner. You'll also notice in the bottom, there's this audience of all the friends that we've made along the way. You may also notice that it's not complete. There's a reason for that, and we'll get to that in the next episode. I hope you're excited for that. But essentially, every time you beat Guest Star Allies with a character, they get put into the audience down there, in which they become one of the characters cheering in the crowd. So you can tell, I've had a lot of work on this. I've been through a lot of the Guest Star Ally modes. I've been trying, like, I think, if I was to be completely honest, I love that DD one, especially with the different bandana wall Ds. Oh man, that Biospark one's cool. But I think, I did a few initial playthroughs by myself on this mode. With, like, I think a few characters. Back before Update Wave 3.0 really helped a lot, because before that, you had to do the entire mode in pretty much one sitting. Like, you didn't have to do it in one sitting, but it would save. But if you wanted to continue, you could not select a new character. You had to finish it with that character first, and then change to different characters. So with Update 3.0, they changed that, so that it can be you could switch out characters whenever you wanted. Oh man, that picture we'll do there is pretty dang awesome. But because of that, I think I went through this mode at least with 5 different characters before that update happens. Meta Knight is also a character you fight. Oh, sorry, Iggy Woods. That sucks. So you fight Meta Knight here instead of DDD. DDD is the character you fought in the story mode. And after Wave 3.0 is when I got really serious about this, and so I played through this mode, I think once with every character to get them through it, and then also once again to see what areas they lined up with. Starting with Bonkers, I kind of got a roadmap from there. After the Wave 3.0 update happened, I had to redo it, redo the roadmap, hope that that the 4.0 updates didn't change anything, and it didn't, thankfully. Is that room possible to get with the Star Allies? I don't know. But, and then finally, after those 2 playthroughs, when I did the recording of all of them, and for some of them I'd had to redo it again, because I'd like, oh, this character goes to the first 2 areas, but they didn't finish it off, but they're in the next part of the level, so then I would purposely, like... I would purposely not have them finish the area, and then I had to do it again. So, in all, this probably took me... I have a total of at least 200 plus hours right now in this game, and I'm going to guess that doing all this took at least 100 or so of those hours, maybe more. And that last screen that they showed there before they're showing this adorable screen with 2 of the winners of our tournament, in fact, is a hint of something else more to come. But what could it be? Well, we'll have to find out on another time, because for now, Parasol D is going to enjoy his crowd of friends. Look at all these friends, they're so awesome. They're so cute, but there's many missing spaces. We have to fill up spaces, don't you think? Well, we're in luck, because we'll be filling those spaces on the next episode, when we go to, drumroll please, do Guest Star Allies again! Oh yeah! We're not done with this mode yet! Don't worry though, it won't be as complicated, probably. We'll get to see some characters that you're probably dying to see, because they do actually have some unique areas to go to. And when we go to our next episode, we'll be doing Guest Star Allies again, but this time with the Dream Friends. All 12 of them. So I hope you're ready, because it's time for us to take on some more Star Allies content. Another 10 episodes of me taking forever to get episodes uploaded. Hooray! I hope you all had a wonderfully great time. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button. It helps a lot. Subscribing would also help a lot too, if you want. That's up to you. If you like what you've seen as far as this game goes, Kirby Star Allies is available on Nintendo Switch. Please pick it up. There is so much to do in this game, and as you can see, I haven't completed some of those Guest Star Allies paths with the Dream Friends yet, so we're gonna get to see those in the next episode. Or at least some of them. But most importantly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I think all of Kirby's friends do too, please have a wonderfully great day. and I will see you all on the next one. Until then, ciao!